Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmaswarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. The Bankim's episode is continuing. Sri Ramakrishna is addressing Bankim and talking. That restlessness is the whole thing. Whatever path you follow, whether you are a Hindu, a Muslim, a Christian, Shakta, Vaishnava or Brahmo, the vital point is restlessness. Vyakulata. God is our inner guide. It does not matter if you take wrong path, only you must be restless for Him. He Himself will put you on the right path. Spiritual life, spiritual practices. When a man is full to the brim of the experiences of the world, all good and bad, he sees the world as just a passing show. He cannot participate in the world for enjoyments of any type. His life is of now search for the eternal. Where do we get eternal peace, eternal joy, eternal bliss, eternal life? These momentary pleasures. Now I get pleasures, momentary enjoyments, and then there is a long gap, long suffering, unending suffering. It will not help. It is dukkha yonaya evate adyantavanta kaunteya nateshu ramate buddhaha. The wise people will not enjoy anything of this world because it is always followed by long period of suffering and bondage. It binds you again and again, again and again. It makes you fall into the pit. Again, trying to stand up, again he falls. Unless he takes refuge in a higher power which can save him and transform him to the new life. After coming to the spiritual life, giving up all enjoyments of the world, aspiring for eternity, aspiring for serving others and sacrificing his life for spiritual attainments. When he enters, there Sri Ramakrishna is telling, whatever path you follow, the restlessness, vyakulata is most important. First is the conversion from bad life to good life, from good life to dharmic life, that is righteous, spiritually righteous, religiously righteous life. Then from there to the spiritual attainments. So from dushta jivana we come to the shishta jivana, from shishta jivana to dharmika jivana, from dharmika jivana to adhyatmika jivana. When it comes to the adhyatmika jivana, all the religious limitations one transcends. After that, only love of God and love of the humanity and all this nature around, and nothing for him, no enjoyments. He sacrifices everything because of not because it's going to give him pain, because of his evolution to higher level of consciousness. When a child is playing with dolls, we don't dislike it, but we know it is not real. Like that, when the child, if you touch a doll of a child, how much it weeps and screams, it doesn't part from that doll to be given to its own friends. It doesn't want to give. It holds and keeps. But when he grows, he is not interested in the dolls at all. A elderly college-going boy, if there are dolls, nobody is there, still he will not play with those dolls, which was his life when he was like that. Evolution. He has not given up, but because of the evolution, he is not able to enter and play again to that level. He has grown up to spiritual level. He renounces and enjoys the company of God and company of devotees who can sing and the glories of God and constantly keep evolving. In everyone there will be Pashu Bhava, Manava Bhava and Daiva Bhava. The animalhood, humanhood and divinehood. Animalhood has to be destroyed. Humanhood also we have to transcend, and divinehood we have to manifest. So Pashu Bhava we will destroy, and Mahanava Bhava will go beyond, and Daiva Bhava we manifest from inside. We become divine. So Sri Ramakrishna is telling, suppose you are going now, the japa, dhyana and all, wrong mantra you are chanting, doesn't matter. Somebody will correct it. Once you catch the path, the gods and nature's participation will be equally powerful to make you to freely enter into the reality. Besides, there are errors in all paths. Everyone thinks his watch is right. But as a matter of fact, no watch is absolutely right. But that does not hamper one's work. If a man is restless for God, he gains the company of sadhus and as far as possible corrects his own watch with the sadhus' help. Besides, in every path, you may take any path, Shakta, Shaiva, Vaishnava, Dvaita, Advaita, Vishishta Advaita, any religion, whatever way you want to go or you are accustomed with, in which you are born and brought up is the easiest one because it saves time. So as you are going ahead, you will see slowly that someone, somewhere comes in life and transforms the life to higher aims and ideals. Ideals is what we live for. If a man is restless for God, he wants to go beyond all limitations. The whole nature he wants to transcend, go. He is restless because lives after lives he is constantly suffering. Last old age comes, crippled down body, nobody to care, nobody to give water. From the childhood, he sees slowly everything happening and passing away, never to be seen again. At the same time, life is going away and only karmas are being acquired. Each one has to work out his own karma. Nobody will come and help them. So all the sufferings we are experiencing, losses we are experiencing, failures we are experiencing, all these are our own karmic fruit. Nobody is responsible. So we have to, present is my past, whatever I am experiencing present is my past. If that is so, future is in my hand. I have not yet worked out. Today, what work I am going to do, it is going to be my future. Because what I did in the past is present. What I do in the present is going to be the future. Whatever I am, my doors are open to go ahead into the realities. Trailokya of Brahmo Samaj began to sing. It's an important, singing is one of the important disciplines of spiritual life. The heart has to open, heart has to be poured out. What all feelings I have, I don't know how to internalize it. When I try to express it outwardly, two things happen. Is one, Vak is utilized. This Vak is going to reverse itself back to the source. Para Pashyanti Madhyama Vaikhari. Vaikhari is what I utter through the mouth. This mouth uttering is going to again feed back from Vaikhari to Madhyama, Madhyama to Pashyanti, Pashyanti to Para. This is one of the process. As we sing, it is emerging from the Chaitanya. Whatever we sing, now what is there in my mind remains in the mind. It is appearing in the mind and disappearing in the mind. From memory, it's just like in sleep you are seeing a dream world. It appears and disappears in itself. But when you sing, it projects from the consciousness Chaitanya. It is projecting from the Chaitanya. It is not self-fed, as in the thoughts of, I am thinking of something which I am seeing, or I have seen. I went to some temple or some place, I went to buy vegetables. It is there in the mind. Mind is feeding mind itself. When I recollect that, mind is feeding mind. But God and things, God, my love for God I have never seen. I do not know what God is. And I have understood from the scriptures and enlightened soul, we have seen God. The scriptures authorize. These are Hindu scriptures are based on the experiences of the sages. So all these belong to the transcendental realm. Transcendental realm, we don't have any access to the transcendental realm. We don't know what is beyond the universe. We do not know what is beyond my bodily existence. So beyond. So when I sing the names and glories of God, I am seeing something of the transcendental which I do not know. But where does it rest? It rests in my awareness. I am thinking of God. Yes, I have never seen God. It cannot come from memory. It is absorbed, understood, and it is a fund of knowledge exclusively belong to the transcendental realm which we have never seen. So when I sing, my heart joins that. It comes from the transcendental. Heart joins, Vak joins, sound join. At physical level, it is from Chaitanya, it is emerging, and each time you sing, there is a tapping when I sing a song for God, there is a tapping in the transcendental realm to awaken. It awakens. One day while singing, you will see that new experiences are coming. New feelings. First, what opens is feeling heart. So feeling heart first awakens. Then the spiritual heart awakens. Because each time I sing, there is a counter reaction. If you shoot a bullet, there is a recoil in the gun. We cannot imagine. The more the force with which the bullet goes, 202 you will not feel a jerk. 303 rifle, you will feel a tremendous jerk. If you keep even half an inch difference, your bone will break. Such a powerful recoiling will be there. Like that when you sing, there is a recoiling on the soul. Apart from heart joining slowly through the feelings. What is feelings? How they are sustained? By repetitive thinking of the Leela of God. That's why we are asked to read at least the Bhagavatas. They are asked to read Bhagavata itself. The Vaishnavas are supposed to read Bhagavata every day a little. So that the Leela awakens the feelings. Going on seeing, it awakens these feelings. So Thakur Mother Swamiji, Shri Ramakrishna Sharda Devi, morning, one paragraph, the Leela part, what happened. The Leela part, when we read, it slowly associates with the realities which have just passed behind. And this awakens how they did, what they did, what is an incarnation of God. All this, God coming from the transcendental realm into the relative existence to manifest. He is manifesting himself for the sake of Jiva. God has come in human form for my sake. You start understanding. When we read Bhagavad Gita, it is not Krishna what is telling to Arjuna. It is telling to me. When he understands Bhagavad Gita is for me, then the transformation begins. So this feeling heart first awakens. As time passes, the spiritual heart awakens little by little. So singing the names and glories of God, now and then entering into Ekanta, 5 minutes if you get, 15 minutes, there is a leisure. Nobody is going to disturb me for 15 minutes or 20 minutes. I have from one work, I am going for another work. Or I am taking bath. I am in solitude. After coming out, I get 15 minutes, calmly sit and think of God. When we joined the monastery, our senior Swamis used to tell, if you get 15 minutes, go and sit calmly in the shrine and think of God. Don't think of anything else. It will purify your heart. So this process of awakening the heart, feelings and heart, first love of God awakens through the singing the names and glories of God. Now and then entering into Ekanta. Ekanta, you need not leave all your activities and go and sit somewhere. While amidst the activities, you will get plenty of time. You calculate how many hours you are going to work and how many hours are spent in going and coming and moving about here and there. If you see actual work field, your working is very little. So much of time we are in between. If you can think of God, that becomes Ekanta. And after the work is over, whole till you again get engaged in the work again the next morning, whole night is free. How much you can think of. Now and then you can wake up, sit in a corner, and complete Ekanta is there. When you are ready, you can take 1 or 2 days gap, sit in a corner, and exclusively devoted to thinking of God. So, singing the names and glories of God, then now and then entering into Ekanta, then Satsanga. Satsanga, company of holy men, getting is most difficult. You will not see, whole world is rushing towards enjoyments and possessions. The materialistic life has taken its Vikrita form. Everybody is running after enjoyments and possession. He wants money, whatever be his way of attaining it, it doesn't matter. So in this pravaha, materialism pravaha, how will you save yourself? So the satsanga you will not get so easily. You have to search and go. You can't go. The alternative when you don't get any satsanga is reading the scriptures. How many books are there regarding spiritual life? Just to see the meditation spiritual life by Yatishwaranji, a small book giving the whole secrets of the first phase of spiritual life. So this is satsanga. Reading scriptures, reading writings of an enlightened soul. So many people now everywhere especially when you open the internet and see, everybody is speaking about spiritual life and giving lectures, but they are not enlightened. Enlightened souls write in a different way. So, enlightened, it is not intellectual work, it is spiritual work. So, that enlightenment, this is the alternative satsanga. Then finally, intense prayer. Just like a school boy going for exam, he is afraid. What kind of fear he will have for each time he goes for exam. Even in old age, he sleeps, he will find he has gone to exam and the wrong paper he has prepared for some paper and some other paper has been given. So that deep, that examination fear, tomorrow examination fear is there. So this, how much depth it has entered, you see. Then what will be the state of his heart? Tomorrow exam or today exam, he is like a surrendered boy, surrendered to God, surrendered to the divine. How he moves about, deep, especially 10th standard and all, first time he is appearing, the heart will be just weeping and threatened. So like that is how it prays. He will be constantly praying, oh, I must be able to pass this exam. So like that, this is intense prayer, restless for the result. So here, this singing the names and glories of God, now and then entering into ekanta, then satsanga and tivra prarthana. These are the four things that awaken divine love. Divine love is always associated with universal love of loving all equally, equanimity. The important feature of the Bhagavad Gita, he goes on telling again and again, samatvam yoga uchyate. Equanimity is called yoga. So this we see, just singing the names and glories of God, it begins awakening the love of God. The love of God is what is going to lead you further. Trailokya of the Brahmo Samaj began to sing. Wherever Sri Ramakrishna used to be there, singing, dancing will be used to be there very commonly. Now and then he will enter into the Samadhi Sthiti and demonstrate what is Samadhi, Savikalpa, Nirvikalpa, Bhava Samadhi, all this he used to explain. Practically, he used to demonstrate. Presently, Sri Ramakrishna stood up and lost the consciousness of the external world. He is in Samadhi. He has completely lost his external awareness. Inside, he will be playing with God. He became completely indrawn, absorbed in Samadhi. The devotees stood around him in a circle. Pushing aside the crowd, Bankim came near the master and began to watch him attentively. He has not seen, so I don't think we'll be able to see anybody entering into Samadhi or ecstasy in thought of God. He is also seeing, what is this? He had never seen anyone in Samadhi. A few minutes, Sri Ramakrishna regained partial consciousness. Little is coming down from the transcendental state into the relative, which is called vyuthana. Getting down from Samadhi to normal state of consciousness is called vyuthana. And began to dance in ecstatic mood. It was never to be forgotten scene. Bankim and his anglicized friends, that is English-speaking friends, looked at him in amazement. Was this the God-intoxicated state? The devotees also watched him with wondering eyes. The singing and dancing was over. The master touched the ground with his forehead. Saying, Bhagavata Bhakta Bhagavan. This is a common expression Sri Ramakrishna used to utter, Bhagavata Bhakta Bhagavan. The identity between Bhagavata is God's story. Bhakta is in whose heart the God is dancing. Bhakta. God is enshrined in the heart of the Bhakta, and Bhagavan is the Lord. Lord is story and where he dwells. Salutations to the Jnanis, Sri Ramakrishna study. Salutations to the Jnanis, Yogis and Bhaktas. Salutations to all. He sat down again and all sat around him. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, we used to see the same scene, now and then dancing in ecstasy, in thought of God, and completely get lost, absorbed in God, in samadhi, again come down, move around with all, and again continue. And when he is in deep state, he would be unaware of the external world. When he comes to a little to the consciousness, he starts dancing. Bankim to the master, Sir, how we can develop divine love? We'll continue in the next class. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.